Hello, today's video addresses the 4 top reasons husbands lose interest in wives. You know, there's a lot of folks out there that are just struggling with their marriage, particularly women who just feel like their husbands have lost interest in them. I'm going to give you 4 reasons I believe are the top reasons why this happens. First of all, number 1 reason, they never were too interested to begin with. You need to honestly ask yourself, did your relationship and your marriage start out purely as a sexual relationship? If that is the case, no doubt he's lost interest in you. And I don't mean to be harsh. I have a long marriage relationship, 42 years. My parents just celebrated their 67th anniversary. There's got to be more than a physical attraction because, you're going to get older. There's going to be challenges to that. If it just started out as a big heated flash, you probably got a husband who's lost interest. Now, that's not to say the 42-year marriages and 67-year marriages don't have their great moments, because they do. But those relationships became marathon, long-lasting relationships because there was more than a physical attraction. I guess if I had to counsel any young couple wanting to get married, I want to make sure that there's more to it than just a physical attraction. Second reason I would give is simply relationships get routine. Maybe you're in a cycle. They do. They're ebb and flow. They're cycles. You need to honestly look at that. If you have expectations that this thing's going to be on the front burner all the time, I think that's unrealistic. Maybe you've been watching too much television, too many Netflix movies, whatever, too much time in the social media, and you have this unrealistic idea of what a marriage should be. Look, your job has probably become routine. There's cycles, ebbs and flows with your job, other relationships that you have. This just happens. The number 3 reason I would give, and women especially, you need to ask yourself, is your husband going through a life stress event that's really distracting him? That could be the loss of a job. Maybe he's having trouble at his job. Maybe he's having money problems. You as a couple are having severe money problems. Maybe you've just experienced a death in the family. Maybe somebody's close to him is extremely ill. Maybe his health has suffered. These are all things you need to really be paying attention to. And if some of those things are happening, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't become panicky over the fact that he's not as interested in you at the moment as he's been in the past. And then the 4th reason, and a lot of especially wives don't really want to honestly address this, maybe you've let yourself go. I mean, take an inventory, especially if it's more of a sexual inattentiveness. What's your appearance like? Are you as appealing to him as you were when you first met, you first married? These are all things that need to be examined. You need to take a close look at. Now, you're watching this video, particularly wives have sought out, did a keyword search, and you found this video, and you've got some concerns. And if your husband's lack of interest has become a real long-term and really chronic issue, I have put a link in the description box to a 33-minute podcast by one of America's great marriage coaches and counselors, Dr. Lee H. Bauckham. The podcast is entitled, Is It Too Late to Save My Marriage? And it is absolutely stunning information. It would help any marriage. Even if your marriage is going well, this would be an excellent resource. So just all you have to do is click on the link And you can have the podcast. It's dynamite. Well, I hope that this addressed a little bit today on the subject of why husbands lose interest in wives. And that's all I've got. Thanks for listening.